Let's make dessert with milk.
Whoa.
Let's go out for a picnic with a leisure sheet.
A leisure sheet? Whoa.
Let's vitamin.
How? How do you vitamin?
Let's enjoy individuality.
Yeah, nothing says individuality like a deco cover seal for a discontinued portable music player, or, as I like to call them, stickers for an iPod. Whilst English isn't really spoken or needed in everyday life in Japan, it still plays a surprisingly big role in the form of marketing, where having it on your product is good for the brand as it's seen as cool, fashionable or prestigious. So it's commonly printed on objects and items, even though the buyer may neither read it nor understand it. Something English speakers are guilty of as well when buying clothes from popular retailers like Superdry. And if you're wondering what your cool, cleverly branded t-shirt actually has written on it, it says Katai Tenko Kaisha, which literally translates as hard weather company. In other words, it means nothing. But in Japan it happens on a much bigger scale, and every day you're confronted by this Japanese English, this Japanglish as it's commonly nicknamed. But in my opinion, Japanese English is the ultimate language for marketing. Not just because you can walk into a shop and come out a few minutes later wearing a shirt with a powerful philosophical question. But here's 4 reasons I think Japanese English marketing is so brilliant and effective. I used to look at oranges and see, well, just oranges really, until I received a box of orange flavoured cookies with a wonderfully positive description on. And now when I look at oranges I see delicious presents from the sky. Delicious presents from the sky. It's beautiful. You can also find lots of cute smiling characters on nearly every object, whether it's the sheep shaking the hand on a pack of tissues or the cute rabbit on the front of the notebook. Cute but slightly insane. I like a donut. What's your favourite drink? I've already mentioned the use of the word let's on the front of everything, which is kind of nice and inclusive, although sometimes it can be a little bit disturbing. I bought this nice blue towel the other day and it came with some questionable advice on the front. It says, let's wash a body with a favourite towel. Obviously not. If you're going to wash a body, you're not going to use your favourite towel, are you? You don't want to ruin it or get evidence all over it, do you? And when I bought the towel, I also bought this pink sponge because when I'm in the shower, I quite like to, you know, bubble such as the meringue. Innovation. But what do I mean by that? Well, in Japanese English, you can often learn new words and phrases that you'd never heard before in standard English. For example, in one English textbook we use at school, I discovered an interesting phrase in the section for meeting strangers. And I'm quite excited at the idea of going up to a stranger and asking them, are you aware of your own defect? In fact, it'd probably make quite a good chat-up line. I have to make a note of that. I also think a lot of the English is quite clever in a psychological way. For example, I went to the shop the other day just to buy some groceries and this range of toilet seat covers caught my eye. Now, I've never thought once in my life, yeah, I need a toilet seat cover. But written on the front it said, a colourful waffle design enables the coordination of eye liking. And I read that and I was so confused I actually ended up buying it. So there you go. This is the toilet seat cover for my relax room. I haven't even opened it yet. Right. What is this? It's got a waffle design. There could be little doubt about that. It's hardly colourful though, is it? It looks like a dirty white. It hasn't enabled the coordination of eye liking at all. It's just rubbish. I don't know why I bought it. But as well as being positive, a lot of the English is quite bold and ambitious. For example, this towel holder, like that, proudly boasts, first and foremost, we produce for human beings, before comparing the sensation of buying a towel holder to taking your own holiday, which I think is to greatly exaggerate the satisfaction found in purchasing a towel holder. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. What do you think? Leave a comment below. Another good example of convincing, innovative Japanglish was a steak restaurant in Tokyo Station, Ikanari Steak, or as it's also known, the Very Steak. But the most interesting thing about Ikanari Steak was their innovative style of eating, as described in the shop window. Our style is, first of all, eat beef steak. We want you to try our delicious thick steak when your stomach is empty. This is a common idea in the USA as well. A common idea in the USA as well, eating when your stomach is empty. What kind of crazy American concept is this? I tend to find Japanese English marketing can be quite romantic sometimes. particularly on the front covers of notebooks, often to the point where it feels like you're being chatted up in an almost uncomfortable, weird kind of way.
For each person, there's only one perfect mate. The moment we met, I knew it was you. And you knew it was me. So, if you can ever love this way again, retro style.
And now you have to ask yourself the question, what's more ridiculous? The seductive and awkwardly written English on the front of that notebook, or the fact that I paid a professional voice artist to read it out? Probably the second one. That said, I did buy one more notebook to remind me, if you're going to commit blatant copyright infringement, you can still keep the key story components intact, just as long as you change the name. So there you have it, Japanglish, the finest marketing language the world has ever known. Japan is covered in it though, and it's these little findings that make everyday life just that extra bit more special. But what Japanglish have you found? Do you like a donut? And what are your personal defects? Let us all know in the comment section below. And please don't forget to hit the like button if you want to see more of these kinds of videos. Thanks again for watching. I'm off now to bubble, such as the meringue. I'll see you next time. The sheep is shaking the hand. The rabbit is shaking the hand. The lion is shaking the hand. God, what's the dog doing? Oh gosh, he's shaking the hand as well. What a lovely story. In the end, I settled for the only diary that I could find that wasn't trying to chat me up. Even if that does mean walking around holding a notebook that says Barry Party in big letters